Now, Iran claims its Revolutionary Guard forces have complete control over the Strait of Hormuz. The route is vital for shipping of global oil and gas supplies. Tehran says any vessel seeking to pass risk damage from missiles or stray drones. On Tuesday, the US President Donald Trump said the US Navy was ready to escort oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, supporters of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei will have to wait a little bit longer to bid farewell to the supreme leader. The ceremony in Tehran has been pushed back. It was meant to be held later this Wednesday. The 86-year-old was killed by Israel and the United States on the first day of the war with Iran. For more on all of this, we can bring in our foreign affairs commentator, Douglas Herbert. Doug, it's been now 5 days that this conflict has continued, and we are getting reports that his son, Khamenei's son, is likely to be tapped as a potential successor.
Yeah, and when that funeral finally takes place, the official funeral, because obviously, you hardly have to be a rocket scientist to surmise that, there are security concerns here because Israel has made it explicit that, basically whoever steps in and succeeds the late Khamenei is going to be a target. That is going to be eliminated, as they're putting it. And even Donald Trump yesterday, when asked about this, who the U.S. would see as a palatable, leadership or whatever, who are the choices or whatever so-called, he basically said, well, we're knocking them out, he essentially said. And it gets harder and harder. Soon there's going to be people we don't even know because the ones we do know are being killed almost in real time. So the prospect of holding, a large homage, memorial service for the late supreme leader would be basically creating one big target site, open practice, open firing range target site for the U.S. and Israel, which have been intensifying their attacks to get them all at one time in one place. And presumably many of the candidates who are being considered would be present at that memorial service.
Yeah.
So they're trying to probably do this in a way that maximizes the chances that, they actually can get through the service and that whoever is, and eventually whoever is appointed will be there actually still alive to step into the post.
And this begs the question that even if Iran goes ahead and names Khamenei's son, the Assembly of Experts names him as a successor, how long will he last?
We have no idea. Look, everything in this is speculation. What we do know explicitly is, yes, the New York Times actually reported, citing senior Iranian officials, and then other news organizations have been picking up this reporting, that indeed Mojtaba Khamenei, the 56-year-old son who long operated in the shadows of his father's sort of empire, is now sort of reemerging as the favored, perhaps, successor to his father. He had dropped off the radar for a while. There are other candidates on the radar, apparently. Once again, and I have to be explicit about this, according to the New York Times reporting, saying that also there's the grandson of the Islamic Revolution's founding Ayatollah Khamenei. The grandson Sayyid Khamenei is also apparently on the short list of candidates. I have to say apparently because we simply don't know. There's no absolute corroboration of this. There's also Ali Reza Arafi, who is a cleric and a jurist who himself is on the three-person transitional council that was appointed after Khamenei was killed in the opening hours of this operation. But as you said, according to the reporting, it is the son who right now has emerged as perhaps, if you can call it, a front runner, who will eventually be chosen by the so-called Assembly of Experts, which in Iran, after the Islamic Revolution, is the officially designated body that chooses any successor and also sort of designates successors to the supreme leader, to the Ayatollah. But like I said, will he last? No idea. What we do know is the regime is absolutely adamant, not only in appointing a successor, to project that message of defiance and continuity. It's not over. We go on. Our revolution continues. It is intact. It's in place. We're not going to be wiped out, no matter how powerful your military forces are, and they're up against arguably the two most powerful military forces in the world, or two of the most powerful, U.S. and Israel. This is going to go on. Can he stay in power, though? We just don't know. Israel has been explicit. I say it once again. It will target anyone who steps in to take over that role. And let's not neglect to say there is internal potential strong internal Iranian opposition. Remember, anyone who takes over Khamenei will be helming an Islamic revolutionary hardline regime that is responsible, according to human rights organizations and outside
Yeah,
observers,
crack on.
for the deaths of at least 7,000, maybe tens of thousands of people in the brutal repression in recent months in Iran.